Hello and welcome to the ninth episode of the Highly Motivated Podcast. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about something I heard from both one of my teachers and also something I saw from my sister being upset. Is like people always that you won't necessarily like in your certain area of work or anything like that, but how to stay motivated with it, like how to stay motivated if you're being told what to do something and you're doing it right, and then it gets changed and stuff, like all that type of stuff. I'm going to be talking about how to stay motivated even when you are frustrated or upset and mad at somebody or something. So just stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this episode of the Highly Motivated Podcast. All right. So, like I said, we are going to be talking about how to stay motivated even though you feel like everything's against you, especially in the place you work or at school. So, today in my algebra class, my teacher asked what was the best advice we've ever gotten, just as a question to get people answering for attendance. And my teacher said something that my own father has told my sister, that her mother told her that no matter what you do, there's always going to be people that you don't get along with, or that you don't agree with, or that you don't like. But you can always, but that doesn't mean you should not do something. That doesn't mean you should stop doing something, is how I took it and how I always take it when my father says it. And when I got out of school, my sister was getting frustrated with her teacher. Her teacher was telling her everything about her paper was wrong and stuff like that. When me personally, I've done a lot of writing myself for school and class, and I've done, in my opinion, pretty good work. So I looked at what she was writing and what she wanted, and the teacher had different opinions on it. I thought it was good, but the teacher did not. So my sister was getting frustrated, doesn't like the teacher at all. And so realized that that probably happens with a lot of people. And so I wanted to come here and say, just because someone has their opinions on how something should be, doesn't mean you should change it to fit their opinions. Yes, I understand a lot of people are people pleasers, they want to please a lot of people, but that should not be the case a lot of times when it's something that you're doing, especially when it's for a school assignment that the teacher doesn't give specific guidelines for, like this teacher for my sister. So my sister got so frustrated that she deleted the entire thing that the teacher was commenting and critiquing very horribly. And that upset me, because the students shouldn't feel the need to delete their work. They should feel like they are getting help from a teacher. So, in my opinion, it doesn't matter what people say or think about what you do, as long as you're doing it and you feel good doing it and you're happy doing it, or you feel good about what you're doing, like you feel like it's great and perfect, just keep doing it. People are always going to critique you no matter what. It'll either be because they feel like themselves they aren't that good, which if you see that and you realize they are just critiquing you in a bad way, like negatively critiquing you harshly, that it's because they feel bad about themselves, then maybe you could lift them up, lift their spirits. Don't just get mad at them and be like, you know what, this is bad about yours or this. No, 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 no. Motive. What I like to say, what I like about like the human race, about humans in general, is that we are never born hating each other. We are always we always like people. A lot of times you see babies, they are not born hating somebody because of beliefs or skin color or anything like that. They are born the most loving creatures on earth. And then once they grow up, they either hate, they might love more than anything. But no matter what, hatred and distaste and all that, that is a trait that is taught. So you can, but it is able to be changed. You can change somebody's thoughts and beliefs on like things if you just talk it out with them, maybe like discuss, like see their point of view. But just because someone is critiquing you does not mean you change it to like please them, to make them happy. It means you can like show them that you don't care about their opinion as long as you make it good enough to your standards. Like say you were tasked, no, not even say you were tasked with it. Say you want to make, let's say, a table, or yeah, let's say you want to make a table, and you're doing it in your garage, and you have your garage door open, and the neighbors, like you're in a neighborhood that you all know each other and all that. Say your neighbors come by and they're like, "Oh, this looks bad. This looks bad." Who cares what they think? You just wanted to build the table. Make it how you want it. Don't change it to make them happy. Make it how you want it. It can look weird as heck, but as long as as long as you're happy with it, you like it, it doesn't matter. Even if, like, say somebody wants you to compose a piece of music, and like they want a specific genre, style, or whatever. You make that style, but they don't like it. It doesn't matter if they don't like it. It matters that you still did it. As long as you do the work that is that you're tasked with, and then it sounds like, with music, as long as it sounds good, hey, it doesn't matter if the customer likes it or not, because most of the times, if somebody's composing a piece, it's not for the buyer, the customer. The customer wants the piece made for like a whole group. The whole group can like it, but the customer that was like ordering it might not like it. Does that matter? No. What matters is that you finish your work. What matters is that you do it to your liking, not to make anybody not to make anybody else happy, but just so that you are happy, that you have it done, that you did it. Like, once you start something, I'm gonna say once you start something, finish it, because I've grown up with that. But a lot of times that's a big thing, because if you just start something and then stop in the middle, and then, or like say you stop in the middle because you're getting critiqued, that's not, that is nothing, that is something you shouldn't do. But if you're stopping and you forget about it, that's okay, yes, but still try to remember that you stopped doing that thing. Like, if you had to take a break from it because it was frustrating you, remember that it's there, and remember that you have to get it done. Whether that mean you get it done in the matter of like 2 months or in the matter of a day, it doesn't matter. But still, like, if it's something that has a due date, get it in at least near, like, close to the due date. Even if it's a little late, don't have it too late. If there's like a final due date, like a deadline, that's absolutely, everything will just be null and void and all like that. then definitely get it in before that. But a lot of times people stop doing or change what they're doing or stop what they're doing because they're getting critiqued, and they're like just getting bashed about what they're doing because somebody doesn't like it like how they want it. So my sister's English teacher was like saying, I think yesterday or a day before, one of the days of this week, he was saying to my sister that a sentence or hook thing has to be a matter of 6 words or less. And I got upset at that point. I got upset with the teacher today too, because the teacher was just not being good at all. But like, still, it doesn't matter if the teacher likes it. If you do the work and like finish the work entirely to the like fullest, like by the due date at the same time, the teacher's not gonna be able to like be like, oh, I just don't like how you did this, so F, or I told you this, so and you didn't do it in the first place, so F. They're not gonna be able to do that. If you do it well and you like, even with customers or even to yourself, even if you're hard on yourself, if you do it good and great and to how you like it, it's never gonna be bad, especially if you like it. Yes, it might be bad to somebody else, but if it's great to you, it's great to you, and and nobody can change that. So like, don't let people's opinions on something make like convince you that something's bad. Let people let people's opinions like show them that their opinions didn't really matter to you, or show them that you heard them but you had your own plan. Excuse this time or interruption, but we're going to take this time to notice the sponsor of this episode, which is Anchor, a very reliable, very useful podcast making platform. And it is free, yes. And if you want to make your own podcast, you should really go to anchor.fm or the Anchor app to get started with it. It has a lot of creation tools that will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or even your computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you don't have to go through that work of searching up places to get your podcast on. It'll do it all for you. You can make money from it. And it is everything. I use it for these podcasts. So I really recommend you guys go if you want to get started on your podcast. And with that, like, having your own plan, you need to stick. I'm not saying stick to the plan, because maybe there's something that makes you have to change the plan so it doesn't mess up, or so that it doesn't end up bad. But I'm saying, like, your goal is your goal. It doesn't matter how somebody else thinks of it. Like, if you're doing something and you have the goal in mind, like my sister, I think they were doing like a blueprint thing or like stages thing, but even with the stages, as long as with the stages of like a paragraph or something, you don't need them. They're recommended by the teacher, so they're doing them. So like, you still don't need them. Like, it's not a necessity, but it is like, but some people like to use them. It's a like, it's an if you want it, but still, if you do the plans in a different order, as long as you get the work done and it ends up how you wanted it or how you thought it would end up, or at least close to how you expected it to end up, like the final result is how you expected it, that's all that matters, is how you like it. If you don't like it, go ahead, scrap it. If you do like it, then awesome, keep it, turn it in, do whatever. You might not be confident about it, but as long as you like it, that's what matters. Like, as long as you feel okay with it, like if you're satisfied with it, that's okay. I'm not saying go to like your satisfaction. I'm saying don't let people change your mind. Don't let people don't let people's opinions change your opinions or what you're doing. Don't let people's opinions influence what you're doing. Like, say you are attracted to somebody. I'm not saying genders at all. Say you're just attracted to someone, but your parents are like, no, you shouldn't date that person because they look bad or like that. But you get to know them like as a friend, or you still, but don't let your parents control your dating. Don't let your parents control your life in general. Parents are meant to be there to help you until you have to leave, like until you can, like until you leave the house, like leave their care. Parents will always treat you like a child because they're meant to protect you. They want to protect you. So a lot of times they will try to like guide you away from your dreams because they're trying to protect you from the outcomes that might happen of like something negative, of like maybe like it not like your dreams not coming true, or your dreams getting like blown to pieces. Excuse me. But like still, your parents are there to protect you like you were a child. You're not a child anymore. I assume most of the people, but most of my listeners are like teenagers and up, but you're not children anymore. Don't let your parents control you. Like a lot of times parents are just there to protect you and take care of you. If your parents are like if your parents are guiding you just in a direction that's away from your goals or dreams, that might be because they don't know what's going to happen, or they themselves know what's going to happen, but still, they think that it might happen. It's not a definite that it's going to happen. It's only what they believe is going to happen. So, what I'm saying is like, don't let people control you by their opinions or by their thoughts, by their persuasion or critiques. Use your own thoughts, use your own goals, use your own plans. You are your own person. Don't let other people change you from you. A lot of times, people take criticism and change because they think that that's what they have to do. Don't do that. Changing for someone else is not the right thing to do. Be your own person. Don't let other people influence you. You can tell people your goals, especially the people you trust, but don't let them make you think that your goals are bad, that your goals are not okay. Have those people, if those people start saying negative things about your goals, you either tell them that you're not okay with it, or that you're still going to do it anyways, or you get a better friend group, or you just get better friends. But I'm not saying people are always going to invalidate your dreams or goals or anything like that. But there will be people that will do that. There will be people that will do that. There will be people you don't like. There will be people that you don't get along with. And that's okay. You can still do this. You can still do what you want to do. That doesn't matter. You might not like the people that you're around with what you want to do, but does that mean you stop? No, maybe you find a different place to do what you want to do, or a different area, or a different thing, or still you still keep doing what you like to do. Nothing should change what you like to do except for your own experiences. Nothing should change that at all. The only thing that is allowed to change you is yourself and your own experiences in life. And it should be for the better. Your losses, they should help you improve. Yes, I'm talking about past episodes, yes. But that's it. All of this correlates. Every single episode correlates with every other episode. It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter because literally you can do whatever you want, even if you don't like people, like the people that you're doing it with, or like the people that are doing it with you. It doesn't matter. People are always going to be mean. There's always going to be mean people. There's always going to be rude people. But you are you're the person that can decide what you do. You're the person that can decide if you continue doing it, you continue to grow, you get successful, you succeed, or if you yourself back down and conform to those critiques, conform to that criticism and that rudeness. It's your decision about that. It's nobody else's decision to succeed or stop succeeding, or to slow down your success, but your own. The only person that can control your life is you, no one else. The only person that can control what happens to you and what and the ending of your life is you. A lot of times I've seen countless videos of some old people being like they have regrets or they regret this. You don't want to regret anything at the end of your life. So it doesn't matter when you start, but at least do it. Do what you want to do in life. Do what makes you happy. Don't let other people make you stop doing what makes you happy. Don't let other people put you down for you doing what makes you happy. You need to be the person that gets your own success. You need to be the person that that keeps you going. You are the only person that determines the outcome of your life, the outcome of what happens next. You're the only person that can help you. You're the only person, well, not the only person that can help you. You're the only person that can help you succeed. Everybody can help everybody succeed. You're the only person that can decide if you are going to succeed or if you're going to stay behind. Everybody works and everybody succeeds at a different pace, but whether you do succeed or not is up to you. No one else's critiques should be able to change if you succeed or not. You are your harshest critic, so you are going to be the one that pushes you to either be your best or pushes you to upset yourself or anything like that, or to stop doing what you love. You are the person yes, you might be convinced, but it's you listening to that negativity. It's you listening to it. So stop listening to the negativity. Listen to the people that motivate you. Listen to the people that bring you up, that help you succeed, that like encourage you more. Listen to those people. And also, it's a two-way street. You listen to them and they listen to you. You need to convince them that they should listen to you because you are going to help them. Not because you want them to listen to you, but because you want to help them. You want to help them succeed in life. You want to help them reach their goals. Not because you want them to listen to you, but because you want to help them. Do it because you want to, not because you have to. And that is all for this episode. I hope you were motivated, and I hope you stay tuned for more episodes. Also, if you are listening to this on YouTube, either subscribe or get more friends to subscribe. And also, there's a Patreon link and other social media links if you would like to join those. I will put them in the episode descriptions, and also there is a listener support link from Anchor in there as well.